All right, so I'm working with my expression -1 minus 3. And so again, if there's no negative sign in front of that 3, that means -1 subtract +3. So for my tile model, my first step is I always throw down my first term. So my first term is -1. I have a key right here, so I'm going to use a red dot for -1, a black dot for a +1, and then again, those two combined equal 0 because -1 plus 1 equals 0. All right, so my first term is -1, so whoops, let me get a bigger dot here. So there's -1. Okay, this is telling me to subtract 3 positives. My pile currently has 1 tile in it, and that tile is a negative, so I don't have any positives to subtract. But I know that I can add 0, and this will still equal -1. So I'm going to create some 0 pairs. I'm going to do that by adding 3 negatives and 3 positives. So what I just did is I still have the same value as my original pile. This whole pile that I just drew still equals -1. And now I have a couple of positives I can subtract. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to perform the subtraction now. So -1 minus 3 positives. There's my 3 positives. So I'm subtracting them. Okay. So what I'm left with is my solution. What I'm left with are 4 negatives. So -4 is my solution. Okay, now for the number line, same thing. I'm always going to start with my first term. So my first term is -1, so I always start at 0, and I'm going to move to -1. Now this is telling me I am subtracting 3 positives. So subtracting positives is going to move me further along the negatives, right? So I start here and I go 1, 2, 3. I just subtracted 3 positives, and my answer is -4.